Hey everyone, Rico here, back with another Pokemon challenge. Today we're going to see if I can beat Pokemon Emerald with only a single Sableye, the little goblin thief introduced in Generation 3. Sableye's stats are pretty balanced overall, but otherwise not overall impressive. Our move variety, however, is pretty decent, and since our type combination means we don't have any weaknesses, since Fairy doesn't exist in Gen 3, I reckon this will be quite an interesting run. As always, the rules for this challenge are the usual. I can only use Sableye in battle, while having HM users in the party. I can only use held items in battle, and no glitches or exploits are allowed. Special thanks to QuiggerZ for suggesting this run. If you guys enjoy this video, then be sure to throw your Pokeballs at the like and subscribe buttons, and feel free to throw out any other suggestions you might have. Also, shout out to these badasses for guessing the nickname correctly in the last video. Now let's get on with this. So, right off the Zubat, I name our little goblin Osborne. As usual, comment down below if you get the reference, and I'll tell everyone in the next video just how much of a badass you are. We start with the ability Keen Eye, which prevents our accuracy from being lowered. Pretty handy. We have a quiet nature, giving us more special attack and less speed. Not a bad trade-off if I'm being honest. Our first battle with May was a piece of cake. Since she doesn't have any attacks that can damage us yet, I can only lower our attack with Growl. When we get to the first gym, we're level 17 and now know Nightshade. This deals damage equal to our level, and as such we easily two-shot both of Roxanne's Geodudes. Nosepass took a few more hits, as she did heal with a berry and a couple potions, but this battle overall was a pretty clean victory. The second gym leader, Brawly, was hardly worth mentioning, as none of his Pokemon can actually deal any damage to us. As such, we swept him without taking any damage. As nice as this easy start to the run is, I doubt this will continue once the enemy Pokemon start getting better moves. The next major battle is the second one with May, which is known for being one of the hardest in the game. We make Lombre flinch right away. Instead of using a stab attack, she just uses Nature Power, which gives her Swift. Great job, May. Marshtomp was a bit of a threat as he lowered our speed with Mudshot and brought us down to about a third of our max health. Nevertheless, we wear him down pretty quickly. This normally would be a bad spot to be in, if not for the fact that our last Pokemon is a pretty weak Slugma, who goes down without doing any damage. Get wrecked, May. Time for the electric gym leader Watson. We flinch Voltorb right away, but he paralyzes us with Spark on his next move. Bugger. Electrike didn't pose much of a threat, but the effects of paralysis are starting to show. Magneton was where things fell apart. He hits us too hard, and between that and missing turns to paralysis, we lose. I instantly try again, holding a Cherry Berry this time. We got all the way to Manectric, but he's just too powerful for us. I'll come back after I've beaten all the local trainers. After clearing out all the trainers, we finally managed to beat Watson without suffering too much damage, though 3 out of his 4 Pokemon are still able to outspeed us despite the level gap. We did crit Manectric when we beat it, but I don't know if it was necessary. That battle was shockingly harder than I remember. Terrible pun is terrible. Time for our first battle with Team Magma leader Maxie. Mightyena lowers our attack with Intimidate, but this doesn't affect our Nightshade, so we wipe him out in 2 hits. Zubat comes out, but since we're channeling our inner Schwarzenegger by wearing dark glasses to boost our dark type feint attack, we get an Oko. Camerupt goes down in 2 hits, while barely doing any damage with a weak magnitude. Time for the fire gym leader Flannery. She thinks she's all hot shit, but we quickly extinguish her confidence. We only took damage from her Camerupt and easily took her out. Torkoal didn't even try to attack us. Now we've got some daddy issues to deal with as we take on the gym leader Norman. Spinder goes down to a fake out and feint attack combo. Vigoroth hangs on, but hardly deals any damage to us before going down to 2 more attacks. Slacking took a while. Between him using Yawn and healing with a berry and a potion, we used up quite a bit of PP. But his feint attack does nowhere near enough, so we eventually wear him down. Linoon makes the mistake of cutting his HP in half with Belly Drum. So with that, we take him out in 1 hit. Bye Dad, I'm gonna go get the milk. Bye Dad, I'm off to get milk. We next have 1 more mandatory battle with May, but she hardly put up a fight. Marshtomp was the only one to deal any damage to us. Get good. On to Winona, the flying gym leader. Swablu went down to our usual fake out and follow up combo. Tropius did a bit of damage but was an easy 2-shot. Pelipper takes a little longer as it likes to use Protect every other turn, but didn't actually do us any harm. I am glad that it missed its Supersonic though. Altaria however is scary. It's fairly bulky and takes multiple hits to take out, plus she likes to heal often. All the while spamming Dragon Dance, yet for some reason, she never actually attacked me. I was happy to get a crit on the final move, that thing could have destroyed us. Now it's time to raid the Magma base and put Maxi in his place. His Mightyena proves to be annoying, lowering our stats and even confusing us with Swagger. Thankfully we beat him without suffering much damage. Crobat comes out and hits a weak air cutter, but we fight through the confusion and blast him with a single Shadow Ball. We snap out of confusion when Camerupt enters the battle, and also one-shot him with Shadow Ball, thanks to the boost from Mightyena's Swagger. The Psychic Gym is next, and this one is normally rough in these types of challenges, since they force you to double battle. I'm not too worried though, we're immune to their main attacks, and have super effective strong attacks. Let's give it a bash. Turns out, I was a little too confident. I sent out the Taillow I caught for Fly, and just had it use Focus Energy so as not to affect the fight. We take out Xatu in a single Shadow Ball, but Claydol hits a weak Ancient Power and gets the stat boost. Solrock comes out and Claydol now hits fairly hard with Earthquake, as we hit back with Shadow Ball, but Solrock sets up the Sun. We repeat this exchange taking Claydol down, but Solrock almost takes us out with Flamethrower. My heart skipped a beat when this happened. Lunatone comes out and we're surely doomed, right? Nope. Feint Attack one-shots Solrock and Lunatone only goes for Calm Mind. As such we OHKO it with Shadow Ball. Turns out Lunatone doesn't have any moves that could have damaged us. We have our one and only fight with Aqua Leader Archie, but he's very similar to Maxi. Mightyena does the typical Intimidate, Scary Face and Swagger combo, but we pull through without hitting ourselves in confusion. Crobat missed his attack as we snap out of confusion and use our boosted power to one-shot him. Sharpedo is annoying and it hits us with another Swagger, but we fired it off and promptly leave the Team Aqua leader all washed up. After saving the world, we get on to more important business and face off against the final gym leader, Juan. Love Disc falls to our usual Fake Out and Feint Attack combo. Wishcast lasts a bit longer due to buffing his special defense with Amnesia and getting healed with a potion, but we get the knockout without suffering much damage. Celio only does a tiny bit of damage before dying in 2 hits. Crawdon is next, so I have to use Nightshade. It does just over half as he brings us down to about half with Crabhammer. We finish him off next turn. Last but not least is his Kingdra. This one is annoying. He goes for his typical double team move, but we hit him with Nightshade anyway. After that it becomes a war of attrition that we slowly lose. We just can't outspeed and outdamage him enough yet. Oh well, I did level up during this fight, so I'll grind by fighting him over and over. Or not. We beat him next try thanks to getting to Kingdra with more health to spare. We didn't even level up while fighting him. Oh well, onto the victory road. Here we have our battle with Wally. He starts with Altaria, who flinches on Fake Out and gets brought into red from our Shadow Wall while setting up Dragon Dance. Wally heals him up and we take him out with 2 more Feint Attacks, while we take a little damage from Aerial Ace. Delcatty went down without dealing any damage, only getting in Safeguard from her assist. Roselia took a shadowy blob to the face and went down, and Magneton follows suit. I'm glad that I've still got Nightshade to deal reliable damage, bringing it down to about a third as Wally lands Supersonic. Magneton just wastes time with Screech on the next turn as we hit ourselves in confusion. Following turn we take it out. Gardevoir is last, but we fight through the confusion and throw a ball of shadows at it, and subsequently crush Wally's dreams of becoming champion. Sorry, not sorry. When we get to the Elite Four, we're at level 69.
Nice.
Our stats aren't anything special, but they're not too bad either, so let's give it a shot at our current level. First up is Dark Trainer Sydney. It goes both better and worse than I thought. We beat Mightyena without any stat shenanigans. Shiftry is where it goes to hell though. He loves double team and Swagger, and even uses Torment so we can't use the same attack twice in a row, which I kept forgetting and misclicking for some reason. I guess my brain was dead that day, or more dead than usual. On the turns we don't hit ourselves in confusion, we just miss. We do eventually take him out, but we're not in good shape by the time we do. Cacturne wasn't too bad, but he lowers our speed with Cotton Spore, and now we can't keep up with him anymore. We do take him out with 2 attacks, and even do the same to Crawdon, but we're left at 9 health by the time Absol comes out, and easily get taken out. I got a feeling that this is going to take a while. I replaced Nightshade with Brick Break, and 2-shot his entire team while only taking damage from one single move. I'm really surprised that it took this long for me to use a TM move. Ghost Trainer Phoebe is next, and it's a clean sweep with Shadow Ball. Her first Dusclops does waste our time and our PP with Protect, but that was the worst of it. Ice Trainer Glacier is third, and I thought she'd be easier, but she loves to set up Hail and slowly whittle us down. It doesn't help that her first Glalie always starts with Icy Wind to lower our speed, and so we get the Cold Shoulder this time. After a few more failed attempts, I swap Brick Break for Calm Mind, which allows us to boost both our special stats. On our first attempt with this move, we get in enough boosts, and then sweep with Feint Attack. Amazing what you can do by slightly changing your strategy. I brained good this time. Last of the Elite Four is Dragon Trainer Drake. He starts with a Shelgon that always opens with Protect, giving us the perfect opportunity to start setting up. We get in 4, as Shelgon does next to nothing with his Rock Tombs, but that drop in speed proves to be our downfall. Otaria gets a little damage in with Aerial Ace, and gets left with a sliver of health, forcing Drake to use a full restore, which gives us a chance to get in another boost and take it out next turn. Kingdra didn't fight back, but sadly Flygon wasn't so passive. His Earthquake takes out about 3/4 of our remaining health, and Salamence just finishes us off when he comes out. So close, yet so far. I don't think I need to grind yet though, so let's keep trying. A few more tries later and we take out Shelgon before he can get 2 Rock Tombs on us, and finish boosting against Altaria. His team gets some more hits in, as most of them are still faster than us, but only Flygon and Salamence are real threats, since they have physical moves. They even managed to get us into red health, and even got a flinch on us which made my heart skip a beat. But his next one missed. Damn, that was close. Finally we're on to Wallace, the Pokemon champion. He starts with Wailord, so we flinch him with Fake Out, and lower his health with Shockwave, which would have weakened his Water Spout, if he didn't get a crit on us. Jammy git. After that we managed to get 5 Calm Minds in as he keeps missing or chipping away at us with Blizzard. Afterwards, we finish him off. Tentacle took us into red health with Sludge Bomb, and thankfully didn't poison us. He goes down in 1 hit. Ludicolo and Whiscash are 1-shots with Feint Attack. Gyarados goes down to 1 Shockwave, and his last Pokemon Milotic is all that stands between us and victory. This thing is a special tank, and hangs on with what must be 1 HP. The Pokegods favour us though, and his Surf doesn't take us out, leaving us on 6 health. Wallace uses a couple full restores, as I hope we get a better damage roll, and we managed to get it second time round. That was easily my closest champion battle so far. Now although the challenge is beaten, we've got one more battle left. The post-game battle with Steven Stone, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. His Pokemon are all higher level than us, and easily have better stats. We do have a decent strategy though, so let's give it a try. As you might expect, it goes pear-shaped. We get really lucky against Skarmory without getting hit, and manage to get 2 crits in a row, but Armaldo is just too powerful. His Ancient Power hits far too hard. This isn't even his strongest Pokemon. We need to grind for this. I tried again every 3 levels, but it was rough going. If we can get to a point where we can outspeed Skarmory, then we might have a chance. Finally, at level 92, I managed to get 4 Calm Minds in against Skarmory before consuming my Pecha Berry to heal from Toxic, and took it out with a Shockwave. I managed to get my last 2 boosts against Armaldo, as he brings us down to about 1/4 of our health, and we one-shot him with Feint Attack. Claydol goes down in 1 Feint Attack, Aggron dies to 1 Shockwave, Gridilli succumbs to a single Feint Attack, and Metagross keels over and dies to 1 Feint Attack. Whew. I know that I said Wallace was the hardest champion battle so far, but that was without a doubt the hardest battle overall. All the same, I'm glad that I did this challenge, as it was really fun and a great opportunity to use a Pokemon that I've never used before. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to hurl your great balls at the like and subscribe buttons. And join me next time, when I'm going to be doing something very special. If you've seen the most recent poll on my community tab, you might know what it is, so stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to this one, as it's going to be a ton of fun. Well, thank you all for watching, and until next time, cheers!